And now to Persia. For the first time in over a decade, an Iranian president embarks on a journey to Africa. The three-nation visit started in Kenya. Zimbabwe and Uganda were the next stops for President Raisi. Now this comes just a month after his Latin America tour. The Iranian president is boosting ties with U.S. sanctioned nations. In the next report, we tell you what are the reasons behind Iran's tour and visits, and why did it suddenly decide to expand its social circle? We tell you.
Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi wrapped up his three-nation Africa visit this week. He received grand red carpet welcomes in all three nations that he visited. The visit to Kenya, Uganda and Zimbabwe has been touted as a new beginning in Iran's relations with the African continent. The visit marks the first by Iranian president in more than 11 years. With African nations, Iran seeks to diversify its trade relations in the face of crippling U.S. sanctions. Iran's president began the rare visit from Kenya, where he called Africa a continent of opportunities. The countries signed 5 memorandums of understanding. The MOUs signed touched upon wide-ranging issues, from information, communication and technology, to fisheries, animal health and livestock production, and to promoting investment.
Kenya remains committed to advancing and enhancing further engagement with Iran, and our shared commitment to pursue the greater prosperity of our people, of our countries, and of our regions.
Raisi's next stop was in Uganda. Here, the Iranian president sharply criticized Western nations' support for homosexuality. He termed it one of the dirtiest things which have been done in human history. Uganda recently passed the world's harshest anti-gay law. The legislation prescribes death penalty for aggravated homosexuality.
The Western countries try to identify homosexuality as an index of civilization, while this is one of the dirtiest issues and one of the dirtiest things which have been done during the history, and they are strongly attacking against the basis of families and culture of the nations.
At the final stop in Zimbabwe, Zimbabwean president greeted Raisi as his brother. Like Iran, Zimbabwe is also under US sanctions. Raisi is the highest profile leader to visit Zimbabwe. The visit comes in the thick of an election campaign for a closely watched August 23rd presidential and parliamentary vote. Zimbabwe and Iran signed 12 MOUs to strengthen bilateral ties. The MOUs include plans to create a tractor manufacturing plant in the country, along with agreements on energy, agriculture, pharmaceuticals, and others. Africa has emerged as a diplomatic battleground lately. Countries like Russia, China, India, and the West are all trying to deepen relations, especially trade relations with the continent. Iran stepped up diplomatic outreach to developing countries after the US withdrew from Tehran's nuclear accord in 2018 and reimposed sanctions. Iran recently started to mend relations in its neighborhood. China brokered peace accord with Saudi Arabia. It was the first step in this direction. The Iranian president also visited 3 Latin American countries to shore up support with allies also saddled with US sanctions. Raisi did the same in Africa as well, but it remains to be seen whether all of this will amount to anything substantive for the Iranian economy.